Hey guys, Hounddoomed here, coming at you today with another Pokemon Showdown. Today's just going to be a bunch of kind of random Gen 4 OU battles instead of Gen 5, because I thought maybe that would make things a little more interesting. I'm just doing live narrations random today because I haven't really got anyone special to battle, and the one person I have got to battle is offline. So yeah, that'll be fun. So actually we may as well dive into this with a little run through of the team. So pretty much to start off, we've got a Scizor, fairly standard Scizor, fairly standard Gen 5 set as well. And then we've got a Togekiss, kind of a just a bulky special attacker really. And then we have Heatran, who is a Choice Scarfer. And then we have Rotom Wash as Choice Specs, and just a randomly good Pokemon all around really. And then we've got Jirachi as specially defensive and Swampert as physically defensive plus my Stealth Rocker. Unfortunately there's no spinner on this team, which sucks for Pokemon such as Togekiss, but I do have Rotom Wash kind of as a spin blocker so that I can get my rocks up and keep them, well, hopefully keep them up. So yeah, just got to see a few more teams there. Anyway, so I need to make a few more teams on this anyway. Anyway, so let's look for a battle. This could take a while. Oh well, that was nice. And we're facing an Alakazam. Right. Okay. Forfeiting before I even do anything. Anyway, so I haven't uploaded in forever, and I thought that because I'm having more computer problems once again. For example, my sound recorder is now making everything lag, and then when I use my old recorder it's lagging a lot more than it used to, because I've been saving all of my LPs onto my computer, which isn't a very good idea anyway, but well, I've been keeping them there, and so I need to get an external hard drive. I'm kind of moving them over to a different computer right now, but I'd obviously prefer to have them on an external hard drive, just so that it's there, so that I can just have it there ready. And also my main computer's also got a dodgy charger port, so that it's very difficult for me to charge my laptop, which is even worse because it just takes forever, and it's just awful. I hate things like this. Everything that could have possibly gone wrong in the past month and a half have gone wrong. Faulty recorder for both sound and video, charger port gone wrong, editor not working properly, new recording software for the video ended up exporting files that made my editor crash. What else? That's a very, very long list of things. So that's why they've been really kind of random uploads recently. I've been trying to keep to my upload schedule, but it's very difficult when things keep going wrong all the time. Does it really take this long to find an OU battle? Come on. Probably have an annotation in this so that you can skip, but yeah, so what else can we talk about? Yeah, also I'm finding it kind of, I haven't really been kind of looking at Showdown and Smogon recently, just because I haven't really been looking at it too much. I've been too interested in Animal Crossing, to be honest, but anyway, I find it kind of strange that they're suspecting Froslass. I mean, Froslass is a very good Pokemon as both a spiker and a spin blocker, but in all, like, with the greatest of respects, what else does it do? This is not a fun Pokemon to face, because I know exactly what he's going to do. Well, it's not like he has a fire type move. Let's just go for a bullet punch. I know it's sashed, it's obvious. Taunt, okay, well that's a better move. What was he expecting me to do? Oh, I guess I could have been the SD set. Let's just go for another bullet punch, get this thing out of here just in case it gets rocks up. If it did switch, I probably would have switched into Swampert to get my rocks up. And we're back into Dragonite. I don't know what this thing can do. Could expect a fire type move, but kind of a strange option. Let's go for another one and see what it does. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I wanted to see where we were going with that anyway, so that's fine. Let us go into Swampert, because I highly doubt it has any serious move to take me out in one shot. Do have Ice Beam, but I don't think that's a good idea because, well, yeah, that's another reason why. Let's go for an Ice Beam and see what it does. Draco Meteor, okay. Okay, well the Dragonite's down, so that's good. Feeling a little crippled on the health side now, since Swampert is not very good in the defensive role so much, because it doesn't have a recovery move, which sucks. Now what can this thing do? Good nasty plot. Let's go into Jirachi, because I doubt it has any fire type move. Try attack, that's a nice thing. Let's go for a Thunder Wave, because that's always a safe move. And yeah, Swampert, okay, well that's fine. What can we do against a Swampert? Because I can probably see rocks coming. Rocks are probably going up. If they don't, he's probably going to Earthquake. I would go into Togekiss, but then he could have the Ice Beam. And even if he has Waterfall, then let's just go into Togekiss. It's probably my only safe option at this point. Alright, so Earth Power, that's fine. Let's go for an Air Slash. Would probably be safer to go for a Nasty Plot, but regardless of that, going into Porygon Z, I'm outsped by that thing, so probably not in my best interest to stay in, but I think we will and go for a safe Air Slash. Yeah, that wasn't one of my better moves, but just probably safer, especially since he doesn't have rocks up at this stage, so it's not as bad. But that Ice Beam really hurt. I need to get Togekiss into a Pokemon where he can set up. This Pokemon is not one of those Pokemon where he can set up. What could he do? The thing is, I would expect a Swords Dance, but then I don't really want to risk that. But bearing in mind the rest of his Pokemon, is it really such a fantastic Pokemon to keep? It's not like I really need Togekiss. Let's chance it, because he's probably a Bander or a Scarfer, but I'm not too bothered. We'll go for an Air Slash and see what happens. If he SDs, then he's taking a ton of damage. Ice Punch. Okay, well that's fine. Let's see. Let's go into... I would assume he was choiced. I would assume. I didn't see an item. Let's go into Heatran, I think. Probably a safer option. And let's go for... I'm not sure on that last Pokemon, and Swampert's fully up to full health. Tough one. Let's go for a safe Fire Blast, even if he stays in. Alright, well that's fine. Did a fair amount anyway. Right, so rocks are probably going up. Let's... I wish I had HP Grass on Rotom now, because this Swampert is giving me trouble. Could do with exploding on it, but then it's probably physically defensive. Let's go into Rotom and... Right, okay, so that's fine. We'll go for a Shadow Ball. Safe Shadow Ball. I don't know what he's going to do. He doesn't really have too much he can do against a Rotom. He could be choiced. I mean, he could be Specs. I don't know. I don't know the set he's running. But that did a fair amount. And got the special defense drop. He roars me out. That's fine. How much did that Fire Blast do? 30%. That's iffy. Let's go for an Earth Power, just because it will take out the Swampert. Well, it's not really the deadliest Pokemon he has on his team, because frankly the Porygon Z is probably worse. But let's go for another Earth Power, since I am... Oh, Okay, so we're both scarfed. That's fine. He's probably gonna trick again, I would assume. Well, unless he has to switch, or just risk me switching. If he stays in, then oh god, not this thing. Alright, well this thing needs to be exploded on. That Gallade needs to go. But what can we do against this Blissey? Let's get Swampert in. Thunder Wave, that's good. Let's go for an Earthquake, just because it will do a nice chunk to that Gallade regardless. Yeah, I really need to explode on this Blissey. More than anything, I need to... Wow. Okay, well that did a decent amount. Yeah, because that's the main thing I need to explode on. Am I really being outsped by a Blissey? How is that? That's very strange. Okay, well he's gone. This Gallade is... Actually... Well, he could probably, depending on his move choice, he could probably use me as... Well, I'm not sure. He would probably... If he was smart, he'd probably trick me. Just because then I don't think I could... Okay, well that's fine. That was probably his safest move. Well, let's go into Jirachi since he is choiced, and I can just use him as kind of a... Just kill him, basically. And yeah, that's going to do nothing. And then go for an Iron Head, and that's a frustrating amount of damage. Just eking this out now. Come on. Come on. Alright, well, good game. So, how far are we into this? 12 minutes. Yeah, let's go for another one. Why not? Why not? Let's see. A Gengar. Not fun at all. Now, does this thing ever carry HP Fire? Because if it does, then I'm in trouble. Otherwise, I'd want to Pursuit. Let's go for the safe Pursuit, because it's going to do a ton regardless. Or it's just going to flat out take him out, even without the switch. And we're fine with the Shadow Ball, it didn't do that much. It did a decent amount, but it didn't do that much. And another Swampert, Joy. Well, that's obviously going to get Rocks up. Let's do the same, why not? Or go for a Surf, okay. Strange, I thought he would just go for the safe Rocks. Yeah, okay, well there we go, just trade Rocks. Let's go for a... Let's scout and go for a Raw. Okay, well fine. Still can't do anything against this thing. Yeah, I'm not wanting to stay in here really. Who could I switch to though? He's obviously got a ground type move of some sort. So it's either going to be Rotom or Togekiss. Yes, Surf. I think I carry a bit of special defense EVs. I'm just going for a safe Surf. That's probably a better option. Alright, well I can take this thing's hits for days, so let's go for a nasty plot. Okay, well fine. Probably his best idea. Let's go for an Earthquake. Just because I don't really have anything else special to do. This thing doesn't seem to be very physically defensive. That's kind of strange. Yeah, I'd want to explode on this thing, but I don't really want to. And I'm going to take a ton of damage if he decides to go for something like that. Well, if he decides to just stay in and Surf, or even, well, Earth Power or Earthquake or something along those lines. Tough place to be put in because I want to explode, but I don't know the rest of his team. Would want to Earth Power, but I don't think that's going to take him out. It might, but I doubt it. Let's go into Jirachi. Just kind of a scouting move really, because I don't have much else to do. Just seeing what he's going to go for. Tough decision. What do I go for? I presume he was just going to go for a roar at this point. Which is go for an Iron Head. Does a fair amount. Doesn't do that much, but it does a fair amount. Even with the crit. Let's just keep Iron Heading until he decides to do something constructive, because I really do not have much else I can do against this thing. And he does have the Earthquake. Right, okay, so I was hoping for the Earth Power at that point, but not much I can do about that. If he's wanting to Earthquake, I ought to switch, but then he might go for a Surf. But then I don't really have any way to like definitely get a wish off. A Surf wouldn't do that much to Rotom. I would assume that's what he's going to go for. Or he's going to go for the Earthquake. That's very strange. Let's go for a Shadow Ball. Probably my safest option. He's going to go for a Roar. That's fine. At this point, I know that the Earth Power will take him out, so let's just go for it. Since I am Scarfed. And let's see what he's going to go into now, since I finally got rid of that stupid Swampert. Really need a some sort of grass type move on this team. I don't have any. I ought to put well, I ought to put HP grass on Rotom Wash. What's this thing gonna do now? I'm seeing a rock type move of some sort. Oh, that's what I would predict he's gonna do. Or a wood hammer, that's fine. Well, there's no doubt I outspeed that thing, so let's just go for an Air Slash. Wow, that really didn't do very much. Okay, well that's fine. Togekiss isn't too useful on this team, I will be honest. I kind of wanted to base the team around Togekiss, but yeah, it didn't turn out as well as I'd hoped. Let's go for a Fire Blast. And then going into a Luxray, strange. Alright, well again I outspeed that thing, so let's just go for another. Take that thing down, just revealing more of his team, or take out the Torterra. And we're going into a Staraptor. Okay, well that thing's obviously going to close combat. In fact, Rotom's perfect counter to this thing. Perfect. Immune to close combat. Well, that did more than I'd hoped. And immune to return. Right, okay, so difficult position now. I would assume he's choiced in some way. Problem is, I don't know whether he's Scarfed or banned. I don't really see many Scarfed Staraptors. I would assume he's banded. But I can't stay in, clearly. In fact, that looked like band damage. Let's go into Swampert, just because he's physically defensive and could take a Brave Bird. Not well, clearly, but it is going to wear this thing down. He must be choiced, and he must be banded. I would assume he's banded at this point. Let's go for an Ice Beam. He's gonna wear himself down, and then we'll go into Scizor and use a Bullet Punch. That would be my best option. It would probably take him out at that range. I would assume it would. Let's go for the Bullet Punch. There we go. That's why priority is always useful on a team. And we're into an Aggron. Alright, that's fine. What can I do? I think it's probably in my best interest to sack. How much health does that take? Okay. It'd probably be in my best interest to sack one of these two. Probably Rotom, because he's not really going to do that much against the Torterra. Unless he managed to get a... okay. Unless he manages to get a HP Ice off. Is T-Bolt or Hydro Pump more effective? No, Hydro Pump. Alright, well the Aggron's down. And then we're finally into the Torterra, which is probably going to get taken down by the Hydro Pump unless it misses. Unless he's Scarfed. Which he could be. And of course it misses, of course. Why, you know, of course it's going to miss. And... Yeah, my opponent just said scrotum can die. Nice one. Let's end this with a bang. Let's explode. There we go. Good game. Alright, so this has been a nice 20 minutes. I think that'll be enough for today. So again, sorry for the lack of uploads recently. Hopefully I can get my laptop fixed for the charger thing. Hopefully once I move most of my things over to my other computer, it will speed up a bit. Because I can do Emerald episodes fine, but I need to do a Black 2 episode desperately. So yeah, I mean, I thought because today's Sunday, we may as well shove up a Showdown episode, since I haven't done so in like 2 months or something. I mean, it's insane how long I haven't bothered. So yeah, I do apologise for the lack of Showdown and general lack of uploads recently. So yeah, apologies all around essentially. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow for a Black 2 episode. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'll see you on Tuesday for an Emerald episode, because I will definitely get one up for then. So until whenever, I'll see you next time, guys.